Feminist sees divorce court's impact, understands why men stay single. Be me. 28F, Brooklyn. Yoga addict, feminist, never hang with dudes unless it's for ego boost post-breakup. Since college been, men need to do better, loudmouth. Me plus my girls equals tight clique of empowerment queens. Half-joking wish evolution would delete all poor men so only rich ones left to spoil us. I'm opinionated but my friend Tasha makes me look tame. Tasha equals queen of bragging about ghosting men after they pay for everything. We all cheer her on. Empowerment.jpg. Brother Luke, 31M. Sweet, shy engineer, plays piano when stressed, genuinely kind. Not close but always been there for me. Bad luck dating, girls say, too nice or boring. Normally I roast guys who say that but I know he's good. Just has no game. One night during drinks, Tasha says she wants a stable guy to settle down with. Lightbulb.meme. Meet my brother. Set them up, they hit it off. Luke falls hard in 2 weeks, texting me thanks, says he's never felt so respected. Tasha says he's sweet, thoughtful, brings flowers, plans dates. Me plus girls, but also, make sure he pays though. She's like, duh. 6 months later, they move in together. She's posting, soft life loading, captions daily. I'm proud, brag at work about creating a power couple. But she starts asking him for weird stuff. Wants access to his work calendar. Says it's so she knows what he's up to when I miss you. Luke thinks it's cute. I think it's just organized. She texts him if he's 3 minutes late to reply, are you with someone else or ignoring me? He laughs nervously, says she has attachment issues. I brush it off, everyone's got trauma. Then she starts going on solo trips. Luke calls, says, weird she's always gone weekends. I tell him, she just needs space, don't be insecure. He goes quiet, says, feels like she's waiting for me to mess up. I laugh, tell him, no girl stays with a guy she doesn't like. Something in his voice cracks. I brush it off. She calls wine nights, self-care weekends. He asks where, she says, don't be controlling. Foreshadowing intensifies. 1 year later they get married. Wedding is expensive, he pays most. She jokes about it, if he can't provide, why marry? I'd normally agree but feels off with my brother. Vows, his are deep, hers are 90% jokes. Mom raises eyebrow. Honeymoon ends, she makes vision board. Puts Range Rover on it, tells Luke to aim for management. Already does well but she wants CEO tier man. Tells him to stop buying Pokemon cards. Sells them off to get her Chanel bag for her birthday. Posts, he understands the assignment. I call them, power couple, again. Months pass, group chat goes from, soft life, to, self-care is knowing when to walk away. Luke still smiles at family dinners but talks less. Says he's busy, working overtime. Tasha tells me he's boring now, distant, emotionally lazy. Whole table agrees. I don't, but I stay silent. They have a baby girl Lily. Beautiful, looks like Luke. Tasha daily posts raising a strong queen. Makes Luke do all-night feedings and diapers, he never complains. Loves that kid more than life. Starts saving more, makes a will leaving everything to Tasha plus Lily. Says, just want to protect my family. Didn't realize he needed protection himself. One day he shows up pale, shaking. Saw messages on Tasha's laptop from Mark. Mark says Luke is a good provider but not exciting. She's been seeing him on solo weekends. Luke says, I don't know how to be angry, just feel hollow. I tell him confront her. He says she'll gaslight him. He confronts her anyway. She denies, then blames him for neglect. Says he only works overtime to fund Pokemon cards. Next day divorce papers. No warning. Luke texts, did you know? I didn't. She moves out same week. Still makes him pay rent. Lawyered up, wants spousal support, says he robbed her best years. 2.5-year marriage. Posts never settle for potential. Comments section equals girl boss rally. In court she plays emotional abuse card. Says Luke financially trapped her. Never mind she had full access to his cards. Even Chanel bag used as proof of buying her silence. Judge asks if she works. She says, working on wellness brand, zero income. Court nods, calls mom life, full-time job. She cries on cue. Luke sits there looking like gravity hits him harder than anyone else. Lawyer says Luke just wants joint custody and peace. Her lawyer says, we're here for fairness. She gets half his savings, the property dad gave him, $3,000 per month child support. Gets primary custody of Lily, Luke gets 2 visits/month supervised. Judge says he's too emotionally unstable. Luke cries in hallway, says Lily won't remember his lullabies. She gets apartment plus spousal support. He gets weekend custody of the dog. 1:43 a.m. text, do you think she ever loved me? I stare 10 minutes, type 4 replies, delete, send, I don't know. No response. I try to hug him outside courthouse. He says, I should have known. I say, she changed. He says, no, she didn't. Remember her bragging about ghosting men for meals. And I vouched for her. Weeks pass, I avoid group chat. Tasha still posting, men should be lucky we let them love us. Block her. Run into her at coffee shop. Fake smile, hey stranger. I say, you broke him. She sips matcha, he broke himself, I chose peace. I snap, peace. You drained him and called it growth. She laughs, men aren't built for real women. Me, you used him. Her, you offered him to me, remember? Gutpunch.exe. She's right. She says, you girls act shocked when we cash out, but you cheered me on the whole way. Realize I did. Called her queen for Chanel, reposted her quotes. Thought it was empowerment, was just predation. Family gathering, Luke arrives late. Mom hugs him longer than usual. See him once just sitting in car, engine off. I sit with him, say, I didn't know she'd do that. He shrugs, you warned me she was ambitious, not cruel. Cry that night, scroll old posts, question if it was ever about equality or just winning. Remember his face in court. Start reading r/divorce, realize his story is everywhere. Call cousin Nate. He says, that's why I'm never marrying. Says, men can't win, pay and you're a wallet forever, don't pay and you're broke, speak up and you're controlling, stay quiet and you're emotionally unavailable. Me, silent.exe. He says, tell your brother he's not alone. I remember mocking men afraid of marriage. Now I get it. Now I see why they ghost, why they build walls instead of homes. Last week, sat with Luke, brought tea. He says, you know what hurts. I stayed quiet. Did everything right. Paid for dates, supported her, never cheated, worked hard, and still lost everything. They say men are trash, but no one defines what a good man is anymore. I wasn't her husband, I was her investment. Says, you marry the wrong person as a man, you don't just lose love, you lose everything and no one shows up for you. I say, I'm here. He says, too late. Finish tea, walk home, hear his voice in my head, I did everything right. Find old childhood pic of us. He's building Lego spaceship, I'm holding bald Barbie. He said, I'll make real rockets one day. I said, only if I let you. We laughed. Maybe I never stopped bossing him. Now I realize I helped set the trap. Handed him over to someone who saw love